imposters.
Really afraid.
I'll show you numbers that should be displayed.
He's a hero and what a guy. Here's Dirk.
So, you little would-be mathematicians, caught you watching Dirk Niblick again, eh? Good. As today's tooth-flossing episode called The Case of the Illegal Lawyer begins, our noble hero was not doing what he liked best, solving problems using mathematics. But he was doing what he liked next best, communing with nature.
Actually, there are 3 things I like better, but the animator can't draw 2 of them, and the third is out of season.
And the nature he was communing with was a bee's hive.
These cells are as cute as a bee's knees, cuter in some cases. Every honeybee's cell is a 6-sided figure. A hexagon. And they build them without blueprints or tools or union problems. We could learn plenty from bees if we could teach them to talk.
And as Dirk continued to observe nature, in another part of town, this scene was taking place in the law offices of Morley Corrupt.
And now to read the will of your late great Uncle Ebenezer Noodleman.
But, Mr. Corrupt, we didn't even know we had a great Uncle Noodleman.
And he didn't know you either, but his will directs us to give part of his fortune to his next of kin. Now, according to our search of the Noodleman family tree, you two, Fluff and Fold Noodleman, are his only living relatives.
Gee, Fluff, maybe now we'll have enough money for you to open that little roadside book depository and for me to get out of the fight game.
Ebenezer Noodleman left $100,000.
Wow!
He left 1/2 of his estate to Fluff because she's older, and 1/4 to Fold, who isn't.
Makes sense.
The rest goes to me, Morley Corrupt, for legal fleas.
Legal fleas?
They're probably fleas that have licenses to bite dogs.
I mean legal fees. Now then, 1/2 plus 1/4 is 2/6, right? 2/6 reduces to 1/3. So you kids get 1/3 of the estate, and I get the rest.
1/3 of $100,000 is...
$33,000 and change. We'll take it in small bills.
Not so fast.
That wasn't fast. This is fast. We'll take it in small bills.
You'll get the money when you become 21 years of age, or 21,000 miles, whichever comes first. In the meantime, I'll hold the money at a company that I manage.
What company?
The Double Knob Trust and Escrow Company. Now, run along.
Yo! You know something, Fold?
Yeah, he ought to get his elevator inspected.
There's something about this that doesn't sound right. Let's go see Lieutenant Dirk Niblick of the Mass Brigade.
And that's just what they did.
Gee, Lieutenant Niblick, I didn't know you raised bees.
Yes, Fluff, I love bees. I know lots about them, or as much as anyone can know, considering the fact they don't talk.
Lieutenant Niblick, we just inherited a bunch of money from a great uncle we didn't even know.
That was serendipity.
No, that was Noodleman.
But we think maybe a crooked lawyer is cheating us.
A crooked lawyer? I've never heard of such a thing. But what makes you think he's up to skullduggery?
Fluff and Fold explained their suspicions.
So you say you, Fluff, were given 1/2 of the fortune, and you, Fold, were given 1/4 of the fortune.
Yes, sir. And the lawyer, Morley Corrupt, took 2/3.
Well, that does sound perplexing, doesn't it? And wrong.
Well, math fans, has Dirk stumbled onto something? Try and figure out what is wrong with this picture. We'll be back pretty soon, right after this. Well, smart kids, did you figure out what was wrong with the picture? Dirk thinks he did, and he is on his way to Morley Corrupt's offices.
Are you Morley Corrupt?
Of course not. I'm just backdating some records here.
That's the man, Lieutenant.
My friends here tell me that you tried to cheat them out of their rightful inheritance.
That's impossible. I'm as honest as the day is long. You want to hit the light switch? It's on the wall.
Look here. Did you tell them that 1/2 plus 1/4 equals 2/6?
Something like that, and everyone knows that 2/6 is just another way to write 1/3. So they get 1/3, and I get the rest.
But, Lawyer Corrupt, we already know that Fluff was given 1/2 the estate. 1/2 is bigger than 1/3, so we know you're cheating.
That's telling him, Lieutenant.
1/2 plus 1/4 is not 2/6. You can't just add the denominators together. Look, 1/2 is the same as 2/4. And 2/4 plus 1/4 is 3/4, not 1/3.
You're not a nice person, Lawyer Corrupt.
That's what my law professor said.
You'll be punished for this, you scalawag.
Sticks and stones can break my bones, but names will...
And that's what Dirk did. And that's what allowed him to get back to the bees. And that's what made him happy.
You know, it makes a mathematician feel good to know that by using common sense and good old logical thinking, he can solve a lot of the world's problems. I wonder what this sticky stuff is.
You have a swole thumb.
You mean swell thumb, as in swell, elegant.
I mean swole, as in swollen thumb.
Gee, a talking bee.
See you around the quad, Toot. Yo! Gee, a screaming human.
And as Dirk's thumb rises slowly in the east, we bid a fond adieu to one of the world's best mathematicians and worst naturalists.